Boom. What up, YouTube? LTH coming at you with a video. 713 to Bio City. We up in here. You know, and talk about it, but Happy New Year to everybody out there that's celebrating 2024. You know, having themselves a good time with friends and family. You know, staying sober as possible, having fun. You know, but me at work and stuff like that on New Year's, but that's okay. Cause, well, let's get to it and let's talk about it. In some Texans news, started off with some Texans news that Texans versus Colts gonna be played prime time, in which I am glad, you know, because of the high stakes game next week for the shot, not only for the shot at the playoffs, but a spot at a shot for the AFC South crown too. But this video is gonna be the review of Titans versus Texans. So Texans handled their business today. You know, defense really won them this game big time. They did their thing, delivered 6 sacks, including a savage strip sack and a scoop and score by Sheldon Rankins, who got the scoop and score, and Jerry Hughes with the strip sack that knocked Will Levis out the game with a foot injury, in which I hope Will Levis is all right, because I don't want to see players go down. And the Texans lost players as well, as far as Laremy Tunsil, Noah Brown, and Robert Woods. But I hope they're all okay, because we're going to need those guys to be at full strength when we go to Indy next week. Because next week is crucial. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Can't afford no injuries, even though we've been enduring injuries all year. And not being able to catch a break really sucks. So defense, you know, won them this game. Swarmed in 6 sacks, including Will Anderson. Despite limited playing time, he had 2 sacks and 6 QB pressures. And he now has 7 sacks in his rookie campaign. CJ Stroud came back, which was good because offense was missing him big time. Had himself a solid day, a little over 200 in a TD, which was to Brevin Jordan. Nico had a decent day, and along with Devin Singletary. I mean, offense did what needed to be done, but it was the defense that won them this game. Kept the Titans out the end zone, including delivering a stand in the red zone, which was huge. I mean, they did score 2 TDs in the second quarter, but defenses did their thing throughout much of the game. You know, 6 points, 6 second-half points was all we needed. You know, knowing that the defense was on their part all day. And I'm going to need for their defense to be on their part next week. But till then, you know, Texans got the dub, moved to 9-7 on the year, which gives them their first winning season since 2019, when they last won the AFC South. So they finish at home 6-3, which is not bad. Still better than the last 3 years, by the way. But what a turnaround for the Texans. What a turnaround that has been compared to the last 3 years. And Casario hitting on the 2023 draft was huge, and in free agency. Yeah, Texans win 26-3, and they look to secure a playoff spot next week versus Indy in a huge game. Can't wait. And for the Texans to get in next week, of course, they would have to beat Indy. But if they want to win the division, it will require them beating Indy and the Jags losing next week. For the 6th seed, beat the Colts. The Fins handle business against Buffalo in a huge AFC West matchup. But for the 7th seed, they would just only have to beat in Indy next week, assuming the Bills end up securing the 2 seed next week. But never know, nothing is guaranteed. Any given Sunday, everything is possible. Everything is possible. you know, especially late in the year. I mean, it's going to come down to it. But once again, defense did what they had to do. Not allowing Derrick Henry to go ape shit, which was huge after those previous years he ran wild on that Texans defense, 2019, 2020, and 22. You know, since the Texans didn't face Henry in 21 because of an injury he suffered. But felt good. You know, it's good to see how much that run defense have improved. An example, stopping King Henry. But they're gonna have to stop Jonathan Taylor next week too, which I'll talk more about that in my Colts season finale preview. So let's go Texans. LTH checking on up out of here. Go Texans. And on a random note, shout out to the Ravens and 49ers on clinching the #1 seeds today. You know, Ravens handled business in a big way, demolishing the Ravens, while the Niners did their thing too, plus the Eagles losing brutally to the Cardinals. So shout out to the Ravens and 49ers on securing home field advantages. So there's that. Go Texans. Let's beat the Colts next week. I'm out. Peace.